Hi guys, welcome back. It is such an exciting time to be here because it is that time again. It's back to barre, and this is back to barre 2.0. So we've got fresh new barre workouts coming at you all month. We're easing into things with week 1 and doing this beginner barre workout that is going to target the total body. All you will need to do this routine is a light set of hand weights and a chair or something for a little bit of balance. We're going to go a little bit more slowly, cover all of the form, so perfect if you are new to barre, or a good refresher if you have done a lot of barre already. So I hope you guys enjoy this routine. Hello guys, welcome back. It's been a hot minute. If you are new here, because I know these types of videos tend to bring in some new people, my name is Sarah. I am a certified personal trainer and also a Pilates and barre instructor in Madrid. So you're going to get a lot of Pilates and barre on this channel. Right now we're in a little bit of a barre mode, so if you caught the intro to this video, you will know that this is actually the first video in a series of videos, which is Back to Barre 2.0. The first Back to Barre series was a year ago in September. So I will have linked that one down below so you can check that one out if you missed it. But otherwise, we're going for Back to Barre 2.0, which I think is actually going to be better than the first one. But you know, if you want to get ready over there, that's cool. Either way, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you catch all of our barre workouts, yeah? So, quick little disclaimer here. 2 disclaimers, really. If you're new here, you don't know, I have 3 cats, so they're going to be kind of coming and going potentially. I don't know, I can't control them, like they're cats, okay? So one of them is just over here to my right. I don't know if she'll make an appearance or not. They're so cute though, so if you love cats, you're in the right place. The other disclaimer, this could be a little bit more annoying, is that there is some drilling coming from next door. I've been waiting for about an hour this morning to film, hoping that the drilling would stop. It's been going all morning. So I've reached a point where I'm thinking they're going to be taking a break at some point for lunch. So we're just going to roll with it because I want to get these workouts to you guys, and hopefully we won't hear too much drilling. It's kind of on and off. Right now it's off. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna do our best. We're going to tune out the drilling, and we're just gonna do the thing. So no excuses here. I want you to start nice and tall here. We're just gonna reach arms out to the side, shoulders soft, navel drawing in tight. Starting with our knee lifts. So yeah, it's been a hot minute. I like to start all of my barre routines with these little knee lifts. So first of all, to engage the core, so make sure navel is drawing in toward the spine. We're getting a little bit of motion through the hips. Obviously, we're just warming up everything a little bit, which is quite nice. If you need to warm up, like I said, I'm in Madrid and it's definitely still summer here. So you're gonna notice I'm gonna be getting pretty sweaty throughout this workout. That's how it's gonna be. On this next one, start to add just a little twist from the shoulders. So imagine you're holding 2 drinks and you're just spilling them out. So I hope it's cooler wherever you are. I know I've been saying this for well, we've had a break, and before we had that break, I was complaining for a long time about the heat, and I'm still complaining about it. Like, I swear this has been the longest summer ever in Madrid. I swear. It's bananas, but here we are. Go for 4, 3, 2, final thing here, keep arms wide, and you're just gonna twist and twist. Whew. I mean, Madrid summer is no joke, but this year has been brutal. Whew. I'm definitely ready for autumn. So yes, happy September, happy pumpkin spice season. I know there are some mixed feelings about pumpkin spice. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Give it a little shake out. I personally am a fan of pumpkin spice. Like, what's not to like? Feet hip distance apart, your toes forward. Inhale, reach arms up. You're just gonna take a big forward fold here. Let the head hang. Slowly roll back up. So 1 centimeter at a time. And again, reach it up. Forward fold, there's the drilling. Slowly roll up. Ay, ay, ay. It's such a crazy making sound too. Anyway, we're here in pumpkin spice mode. Drilling can't get in the way of my pumpkin spice. So, interesting thing, for you guys who like pumpkin spice, the other day I was thinking about it, because we have both pumpkin pie spice and apple pie spice in our spice drawer. What is the difference between the two? You're wondering. Last one there. We're gonna get into it, so go ahead and grab your hand weights. Such a cliffhanger there. Think about it, what is the difference? Cloves, that's the difference. Pumpkin pie spice has cloves, apple pie spice does not, otherwise they're basically the same. So, with your weights here, feet are gonna come nice and wide, toes pointed out. So classic plie squat. You're gonna be holding the weights together here just in front of you. As we come down, weights are gonna come in line with the chest. We slide back up. So one thing I want to show you before we get started in that, from the side here, I like to give these kinds of reminders, especially because this is a beginner's video. Butt is tucked under, so it's never going to be here. That's not it. It's not a regular squat. You're pushing knees wide, tailbone is straight down. We're there, same as you slide back up. So that's the first exercise. Let's crack on with it. So down, draw the backs of legs together to come back up. So squeezing nice and tight, really controlling it. So let me know down below, what are your favorite things about autumn? It's a good season. I like autumn. Although I really feel like autumn gets the short end of the stick, because it's like you just start to enjoy autumn and then it's Christmas, which is my actual favorite season. But I feel like it cuts autumn short. And then it's like, Christmas is fun, and then Christmas is over, and all of a sudden you realize how much winter is still ahead of you, and it's the long haul. That's what I've realized. But yeah, what are you enjoying about autumn? Because I'm gonna call this autumn now. As soon as pumpkin spice season is here, it's autumn. Couple more here. And this next one, you're gonna stay low. You can still be holding those weights together here. You're gonna keep elbows where they are, curl in toward your nose, extend. Stay low through the legs. So exhale, curl, inhale, extend. Shoulders are drawing back and down. Squeeze butt and good. So navel to spine. Ooh, draw those elbows in toward each other. I know these floating ones are difficult, but we're not doing too many reps. Just have faith. Stay lower. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you can, I want you to keep the arms out there. We're gonna pulsate here. Otherwise, you can just bring the hands down, rest them kind of at the hip crease. But if you can keep holding them there, keep holding them. Or even just at the chest, just add that little bit of resistance and pulse it out. Heels are down, knees are tracking wide, tailbone straight down. Nice, beautiful posture, slow and controlled. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, go ahead, press up. Weights can come down. And in fact, we're really only gonna be using one of the weights. We're gonna hold on to both, just because, but we're really only gonna be using one. So slide back into that nice deep plie. You can just keep the left hand with that weight on the hip bone. Only thing to watch there is the shoulder shrugging up like that. So make sure you have a nice space there between shoulder and ear. The right arm, you're gonna bring in front here. We're gonna be doing a chest press. With that chest press, heel lift on the same side. So only a single heel lift, I'll show you one. So it's gonna be heel lift, arm opens up, we bring it back down. Yeah, that's the move. So let's go for 15 of those. Stay low here. We open and really think of pressing heel forward as well. Keep butt tucked under. I know the tendency is to want to push the butt back, but just don't. Just don't, how about? Feels good to be back to filming. That's why I really didn't want to wait to do it. I was like ready and raring to go. So I was like, no, this drilling will not get in my way. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold the last one here, so keep the heel up. I want your shoulder press. So press, slow release down. Exhale, press, release. Think of lengthening equally through both sides of the torso. Nice and controlled. Keep that heel high, stay low. Don't think about coming up out of it. Neck is long. Okay, we're going for 15 of these. So don't worry, I have been counting. Or maybe do worry, I have been counting, I don't know. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Get ready to hold the last one, and you're just gonna pulsate here. Again, it's 15. Nice and controlled. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, release, press up, that heel comes down. Give the hips a little shake out, that shoulder as well. We will repeat that on the second side. So, slide back down. Right hand is just chilling at the hip crease. Left arm comes in front here. Heel lift with that chest press, here it goes. So, lift heel, wrap it back around. Really trying to keep that elbow in line with the shoulder. You'll know that you're pressing wide enough if the inner thighs are getting really uncomfortable. So you should feel a lot of inner thighs, bit of the outer thighs helping out as well. Whew. So really wrapping legs back. And like I said, I'm probably gonna get pretty sweaty because it's real hot in here. It's autumn in my mind, but it's not autumn in this apartment yet. Here's 5, as much as I want it to be. Last 2, and 1. Straight into that shoulder press, keep heel pop. Reach, slow release. Reach, slow release. Squeeze navel even tighter. Once the arm is in motion, it knows what it has to do. So I want you to think about keeping tailbone tucked, pressing knees back, squeezing navel. Those are kind of our bigger focus points once that arm is in motion. And go for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one, and we're pulsing here. Whew. So I said beginners, I didn't say easy. Just means we're gonna move through it a little bit more slowly. Some extra reminders, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, release. And if you guys are not new to barre, and you maybe are like, this is a good refresher, but like I want a little something extra, don't worry. Later on this month, I've also got an advanced routine coming, so stay tuned for that. But for now, easing into it feels good. So sit down nice and low here again. Last thing here, we're gonna have both arms out to a wide goal post position. That's the one. We're gonna step to an alternating side, 5th position. So step right foot in, it's gonna cross in front like that. Elbows are gonna draw like that. So you'll see that right foot came in front here, heel to toe, where we stepped, and then I'll just step back out to that wide second position. So I'm back here again, arms will be wide, other side. We'll always step in front with the leg that's stepping. Back down again. Nice and controlled. Just a little side to side. Whew, whew, whew. Just stay moving. And go for 4 more here. Keep elbows high, neck long, chin lifted. And last one, and go ahead, release. We can finally put those weights down. We're not even really gonna look at them again. I mean, we might look at them, but no, we're not gonna use them again. So we're gonna do a little bit in that fifth position now. So this is where we'll use a chair for a bit of balance. You could also not, if you'd prefer not to. I like it. So fifth position can be really, really hard. We're not gonna go too crazy with it today, because like I said, this is a beginner's routine, just to kind of get the positions, right? So your foot that's on the outside, again, is gonna cross in front, and it's heel to toe there. If that's really uncomfortable, if the hips are not working at that fifth angle, you can go to a third. So basically fifth, third. Now my heel has come more to the middle of my foot there, so the arch. Okay, otherwise up in fifth though, hips are squared to the front. You're gonna pop both heels up, and we're gonna take grand plie. So all the way down, squeeze back up, all the way down, squeeze back up. Join with me there. So again, same as in that second position, my butt is traveling a straight path down. It's not pushing to the back. So keep going here. I'm gonna show you again, just from that angle, what not to do. It's not this, which I know is tempting. It's straight down, knees tracking wide. You don't have to go super, super low in it. I'm not worried about that. So especially if the knees are a little bit sassy, don't worry about going low. That's not what the exercise is about. It's about getting that turnout and keeping a nice flat back. Line is long through the torso. A few more here. And let's go for 2. Last one. I want you to stay low. Now you're gonna pop the butt back, tuck under. So it's a pop back, just a little pelvic tuck, tuck under. Push back, tuck under. Heels stay lifted, chest stays lifted. You're not putting a bunch of weight in your chair if you're even using it. So it's just like fingertips touching the chair here. You're not like collapsing over it. That's not the idea. Not too many reps of everything again. Go for 5, just enough to get the idea. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep the tuck. We're gonna bring these in, out, in, out. Heels are still lifted, in, push back, in, push back. Keep it going there. Chest stays lifted. Should be getting a little shaky. Just because it's beginner doesn't mean it's not gonna be shaky. It's gonna be shaky. I'm shaking too. Here's 5, 4, you can hear the shaking in my voice even. 3, fun, 2, and then hold that opening. I want an angular pulse here. 15 is the number. Nice and controlled. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release. Give the legs a little shake out. We'll just take that onto the other side. That's all we're doing standing. So already we're so close to coming down on the mat. Oh, salvation. Okay. But we're still standing here, but you know it's coming. So, opposite foot is gonna be on the outside, so just turn the other direction at your chair, move the chair to the other side, whatever you need to do, but everything is just flipped. So, fifth or third position, pop heels up, starting with that big one. So knees wide, butt track straight down, squeeze the inner thighs back together. Really controlled. So resisting almost as if you had like a cement block on your head. So you're pushing up against that weight. It's never going to be just like a bounce back up, because if it is a bounce back up, chances are that that's in the knees, which like, we're not looking to just like bend and snap the knees. Bend and snap? No, we're not looking to do that. Our mission here is to work the muscles around. So if you're doing this correctly, you should actually be strengthening everything around the knees, which is quite nice if you have weak knees, because it'll just help support them. So it shouldn't feel like a ton for the knees. A few more here. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Drop down. Butt's gonna push back. Tuck under. Back. Tuck under. Yes, again, I apologize for some of the background noises. This is just part of living in the city, unfortunately. It's definitely not my favorite part of living in the city. I don't know how much longer I desire to live in a city, but yeah, it can be a bit noisy with neighbors and construction and all that jazz. Here's 4, 3, I don't have a lot of control over that. Last one, knees in, keep that tuck, press back. Knees in, back. Knees in, back. Are you guys in a city, suburbs, rural area, small town? What are you working with? I think as I get older, increasingly I'm like small town, rural. Like away from all the commotion. Obviously for work, it is easier for me being in a city because I do work as a personal trainer, mostly in person, though also virtually. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I can do that anywhere in the world, just like magic. Here's 3, 2, last one. Keep that opening and pulse here. But yeah, most of my work is in person, so it does help being in the city. So I can get around to everybody, see everybody, but no. For quality of life, I'll tell you what, I'm not feeling the city vibes right now. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, that's us done with our standing series. So go ahead, just quick share off to the side, give the legs a little shake out. We're coming down to the floor. All right, so since we have not planked yet in this routine, it is that happy time. Just quickly, if things look a little bit different, if the camera angle is different, there's suddenly a different cat behind me, it is because I'm filming this at a different time because the drilling got absolutely crazy. So there's a little bit of a splice here. So we're gonna come to the forearms here. You can either modify from the knees, so navel in tight, butt is still in line with the shoulders, so make sure you're not here, this is not a plank, or you can go from the toes. So we're just gonna hold this for some amount of time. In my head, I'm gonna estimate about a minute, but let's see how I get on doing that in my head. So whenever you are ready, press up to either the knees or toes, pull navel in tight, retract the shoulder blades down the back, flatten across the upper back, and just hold here, pushing back through the heels as well. I'm really hoping I can make it through this. I've been trying to film this part at least of this workout for all week basically, and every time the camera goes on, the drilling starts like as soon as I press record. So hopefully this is going to be the time because I really want to get this one up for you guys to do. Obviously, if you're watching this, it's up. So I'm hoping this is like fairly early in September and not just like suddenly at the end of the month. Who knows how long they're gonna be drilling for. Happy times. Keep holding here. Squeeze navel even tighter. And give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take the knees down. Take a quick child's pose there. We are going to come all the way down here. So, yeah, all the way down here. That's the one. Go ahead and reach both arms long in front of you. Hip bones are planted here. Legs are super long behind. We're going to be doing a little lift here. So it's going to be right arm with left leg, left arm with right leg. That is the plan of attack. So right arm, left leg, we lift, release, and switch. Left arm, right leg, lift, release. Keep it going there. So lift, release, lift, release. Exhale on that lift. Gaze is just still at the floor here. Not the most exciting. Hopefully you've cleaned floors anyway. Couple more. And now we're gonna do doubles. So both arms, both legs. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. So don't worry about bringing the legs super high. More important to keep the knees straight. So I'll see a cheat sometimes where people will bend the knees because it gives the illusion of lifting higher, but you're not actually lifting any higher. It's just a cheat. So keep the knees really, really straight here. Few more up, hearing activity next door. Why? Ah. Here's 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Release again. And we're going to repeat that one more time. So first just the singles with opposite sides. So right arm, left leg, lift, release. Left arm, right leg, lift, release. Keep going. Yeah, I've got Leo behind me here. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if it goes that far back, but the little bunk bed over here, like in front of me and to the right, is Leo, who has not made an appearance in a long time because he's just been just a big sleepy head, basically. So now that it's finally cooled off, because that actually has happened between my last attempt at filming and now, last one there, and then doubles. So it is kind of nice. I'm filming with it being like significantly cooler in here. But Leo's like a different cat. This is one of my favorite things about autumn, because the cats just get super snuggly. Like basically I do not see them all summer because they're just like passed out on the floor in the heat. But now they're all nice and snuggly. Oh buddy, look, there he is, there he goes. Here's 3. And 2. And 1. Just hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, hands underneath shoulders. Press back. Again, we'll take a quick child's pose here. And then we're going to come down onto the back. So flip it around here. Whoop. Back comes down, knees in a tabletop position. So with the hands, you have a few options. You could do hands by the side. I prefer palms facing up because it helps expand across the chest, relax the shoulders. I also personally like this one because it gives a little cushion and I can hold my hair in place. You could also modify with hands underneath the tailbone. So essentially creating a little hole that your lower back is going to press into as we do leg lifts. Yeah, so those are kind of your 3 options there. No matter which option you're taking, lower back needs to stay in contact with the floor. So it's never going to be like this with that gap underneath. Keep it tucked and tight. So starting off, we're just doing a bent leg drop here. So you're going to inhale, right toes touch floor. Exhale, lift, and alternate legs. So touch, exhale, lift. Make that a nice slow lift. So you should actually feel the lift from behind the navel. That's where we want to feel it. So it's never just like springing up. It's not a hip motion, if that makes sense. Because this one can get quite hippy if you're not actually really focusing on squeezing the abs tight. And that's not what we want it to be, because then you're going to feel a lot of the hips and none of the abs. Keep going. Not too bad just yet. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do 10 doubles. So a little bit harder. If you feel like you can't quite touch all the way to the floor without the back lifting up, just go part of the way down. If it goes into the back, it's not what we want. So, just go part of the way and then reverse it. You don't have to go all the way down. Should feel a nice little shake. Again, these are slow, especially that direction change. We want that to stay slow so the abs are responsible for it and it's not just, again, the hips bouncing back, we're using the back. So we're taking these fairly simple, fairly slow to force that ab engagement. Couple more here. And last one. So knees are back in tabletop. So same kind of pattern here, but we're gonna do an extension. So right leg, extend, bring it in. So alternating legs, the lower you go with the leg, the harder it's going to be. So if you do wanna make it a little harder, you can drop that leg almost down to the floor. When you bring the knees back in, try to stop them just there at the line of the hips. So if they're coming past the hips, it is a little bit of a cheat. And we never want to cheat anything. Lower back, of course, still stays down. Nice controlled motion with these. Keep going. Shoulders relaxed. I'm just living in like a state of fear for when the drilling is going to start again. Why? Here's 4, 3. Also, is there any sound worse than drilling? Name one. Name one sound that is worse than drilling. There are none. Double legs now. So again, lower you go, harder it's going to be. I want you to go as low as you can while keeping the back neutral, pressed into the floor. Exhale on. Inhale, tuck back in. So these can be quite challenging. Again, nice and slow. There's a bit of a pause at the end. So when legs are straight, make sure you are extending all the way straight. So again, don't cheat these. Here's 4. And last one. Knees in, feet down. Extend both legs all the way long. Here, feet are flexed. Inhale, release the arms, reach them overhead. Exhale, we'll do a full roll up here. Reach forward, and then slow release back down. So really curling, thinking 1 centimeter at a time, returning to the floor there. If you need a little help coming up, you can press into the floor, walk it up like that. That's fine. I would rather that than like a huge burst of momentum. And in any case, the release back to the floor needs to be super, super slow. So even if you are using a little bit of momentum to come up, it's in that release phase that you're actually going to find the strength to nail these roll-ups. So do not cheat that release. Don't just splat back down. You guys know, if you've done my routines before, I'm always slowing down the ab routines in particular. The biggest error I see people make with abs is just going way too fast. And unless it's like a cardio routine and abs are actually just secondary, that's not what we want. That's not what's going to be the most beneficial. But yeah, like especially at like gyms, like, oh my God, it's just way too fast. So I'm just telling you right now, slow down abs. Even if you're like, but I'm not going that fast, you can always go slower. That's just it. Like, I remind myself that as well. I'm like, it's not that I'm necessarily going at like warp speed, but could I go slower? Yes, and it's going to make it so much more controlled. It's safer in terms of preventing injury. Last one here, we're gonna stay up at the top. And you get more of the ab work. So that is the idea, is it not? All right, final little burn here is for triceps. So you're gonna do hands underneath the shoulders, fingertips pointing forward. Roll shoulders back, hug the elbows together. So like you have a big rubber band around the upper arms, just drawing them in toward each other. We never wanna slump here. you're gonna do a modified tricep dip. So elbows are bending back, inhale, on the exhale, press up. So again, thinking elbows drawing in toward each other, chest stays nice and open, bend, extend, abs tight. If you hear another little weird sound right now, Luna is right next to the camera and she's having kind of a snorty bath time. So there are just so many sounds, so many sounds. This is my life. Just full of sounds. Can I get a little silence? That's how you guys are feeling like watching these videos. Like, can I get a little silence? No. You can't. A few more here. And then we are going to, or I'm going to give you the option anyway, to progress these. You don't have to. Next one out, you stay low, and you're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release. Give the wrists a little shake out. So like I said, option for progression here, oh hi Luna, is going to be up to a full tricep dip. If you're not feeling the full tricep dip yet, no worries, just do another round of that modified version. That is a-okay. If you are feeling like leveling it up, you're gonna scoop the butt off here. Butt though is not gonna be totally lifted like this because we're not using the butt. The butt we want to be dead weight, so it can just kind of hang a little bit there. Shoulders are staying over the wrists. We bend, extend. Still thinking of drawing the elbows in toward each other. Really important, like I said, to keep the shoulders over the wrists. I'm going to show you what not to do. It's not here. Lots of times I'll see people do this. That is not it. So really push back. Keep the shoulders over the wrists as you bend. So elbows will be going back. They're tracking back. That's how we get maximum weight in the triceps, which is, after all, what we want. So it seems like it's a smaller dip, and it probably is a smaller dip, but it is going to be more intense. It's more what we want it to be. Give me just a few more here. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. And go ahead, release. Woo, ooh, ooh. And then final thing here, I probably said that was the final thing. Hands underneath, I'm gonna give you a couple options. You're gonna scoop up here. Now we are engaging the glutes, whole back body. So sitting in a nice kind of flat table here. You're welcome to hold there if you want more of a challenge. Legs out long, reverse plank, squeezing the butt, squeezing back body. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Pulls the feet to our knees open wide. Let's stretch the upper body at the same time. So cross one arm in front of the chest. Shoulder stays down. Bring that same hand between the shoulder blades. Press down there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And go ahead, release, cross the other arm. I was gonna film another video right now, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and wait and hope that the drilling comes to an end. The thing is, this construction or repairs that they're doing have been happening for the last week next door, which is why I was like, oh, I'm just gonna film now because who knows how many more days of drilling we have ahead of us. Extend both legs long in front of you, take a forward fold. So I was like, well, I wanna get a video out. Like, I'll film now and hope that they'll take a lunch break. But I think I'm gonna wait on that next one and hopefully the drilling comes to an end before I go absolutely insane. Come onto hands and knees here before I just lose my cool. Inhale, hollow. I'm gonna try to get Layla down here. Layla! Not even responsive right now. Nothing. It's got nothing to give. Come fully onto the knees. Take a step forward with the right foot, keeping feet in line with the hips here. Make sure that heel stays down so you are far enough forward here that the knee is just staying stacked over the ankle. Sink down into it. You can then frame the foot with the fingertips here. Roll hips back to a half split. Grab toes with left hand, so opposite hand, pull back. But most importantly, reach forward with the chest. Find the fold at the line of the hips. and go ahead, release forward into that lunge again, and then step that foot back. Same thing on the left here. So left foot steps forward in line with the hips. I don't know how wide the view is. She looks super cute over here on the table. I'm looking right at her. She's very sleepy times. And frame the foot, roll hips back, reach forward with the chest, grab toes with the right hand, pull back. And release forward into lunge again, step back. From there, walk the knees back a little bit. You can press the pelvis down, take a little cobra. Half cobra is also okay if you want to keep bending the elbows. Shoulders are down away from the ears though. And go ahead, press back. Walk the knees back in again. Tuck toes under into downward dog there. So pressing chest toward the tops of the thighs. You can give it a little pedal out. Nod or shake of the head is nice there as well. And start to just pedal the feet forward toward the hands, heels down, sit the butt back. Inhale, we're gonna sweep arms up to standing, palms together. Exhale, hands down through heart center. There we go. You guys made it through our beginner bar routine in this Back to Barre series 2.0. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you bared with in spite of the drilling next door. I promise the next one, there will not be that drilling, so I will wait it out if I need to. So if there is a bit of a gap, I'm sorry, that's why. But I will catch you back here. Don't worry, there's still lots more bar goodness to come. So make sure, again, that you hit that subscribe button. Hit the like also if you did enjoy this routine. And of course, if you have any special requests, let me know down below in the comments. That'll be for after the series is over. This one's pretty much planned out, ready to go. But I will see you back here for the next one, whenever that is. Bye.